I'm out here in Casco Bay, Maine, sitting aboard the Axopar 25. This boat is so much fun, sporty, small, open, just tons of availability in terms of space and things to do. And it was so much fun just ripping out of the channel. I can't wait to show this boat to you. I'm Ben Scheffer with East Coast Yacht Sales. Let's get into it. So starting here on the aft deck, you can see we have this in the bunny pad configuration or sun pad. So what we did was we lowered the table and put these two filler cushions in. What's great is there is tons of space, and I'll show that to you after, right underneath this hatch that I'm standing on to store all of those. So if you want to have a bunch of people sitting and relaxing on the boat, there's just ample space. You're more in direct sunlight as opposed to underneath the T-top, and it is so comfortable. I mean, this is, I could easily, on a nice summer day, take a nap back here, hang out, or you go jump in the water off these swim platforms, come back here, lay out, dry off. It is such a good space. To disassemble this, all you have to do, there's actually two pins on either side, and you'll see that in just a second, but you just pull them right up and it separates. Just set that off to the side. So then to take the table off, all you do, you just wiggle it, it'll separate from the base, and then, so there's actually a longer table leg down underneath. So you can see a really nice amount of space to store cushions if you're going away from the boat, but there's also these nice spots for the table leg. So what I'm gonna do, take out this table leg, put the short one back, put the table leg in. That's all you do, put it in, twist it, table on top, and then you have a nice little dining or cocktail area. Table can go in either direction, partially underneath the sun top, but also you can be out in the elements as well if you want to be. Another thing to note down here is that you have 3 batteries. So 1 battery for your engine, 2 batteries for your house. You also have battery charger, your hydraulic steering pump, as well as access to your water. So that's your freshwater tank right down there behind. Also AC breakers for when you need to plug into shore power. So really nice large technical space, really easy to get access down here. Underneath this aft seat, you have your shore power plug. You also have your 2 battery switches, as well as access to the bilge right back here, and your shore power cord directly in there. So another nice big storage space. Moving further onto the aft deck, you can see this boat specifically is equipped with a 250 horsepower Mercury with hydraulic steering, so easy to steer. So this is easily a 40+ knot boat, cruises in the mid-20s to low 30s. It does all that really comfortably as well, and you'll see that later on in the video as we're heading back. But really nice big space back here. You have a swim ladder on this port side that just retracts all the way out, and then another large swim platform on the starboard side. So easy jump off place. You also have nice aft deck shower right here, as well as your water fill. So moving forward, you can see that there's these latches directly underneath the helm chairs. On the port side, you have this nice sink, and on the starboard side, you have a nice little refrigerator under there as well. Fridge back here, keeping all your drinks cold. There's also a drain plug, so if you want to just use it as an ice chest, you also can. That way you're not using any battery power at the same time. These seats also swivel and move fore and aft. So moving forward to the helm area, you can see this dash screen is raised up right now. If you just loosen the clips on either side, you can lower this whole thing. That way you get a little bit more wind in your face. The other thing here at this helm station, you have a nice big Simrad NSS 12 Evo 3 screen. Up to date, really high tech, tons of different abilities on here. So right now we're looking at our chart, which has all the tracks showing. You can see in some of our other videos that we explain exactly how to use that display. But you can also cycle through, you can go to your depth sounder, you can go to various other parts of this. So if you're fishing, you're looking at the depth sounder, seeing how much depth you have, what's underneath you. If you're driving the boat, then you just go back to the chart screen. But again, that's in a whole other video. Really easy ergonomic dash buttons here. So you have your lights all on one side, and then you have your horn, bilge pump, panel lights, everything on the opposite side. So you have the little JL Audio puck over here, so you can use this to turn on and off your sound system. But you can also do all that directly from the display. Just by pressing the audio button, you can connect to Bluetooth, you can change it from auxiliary to Bluetooth to FM radio, however you want your tunes to be playing. And you've probably noticed there's speakers scattered all over. So right back in this area, there's 4 speakers, so the music gets really nice and loud. You also have throttle control here, so you can trim your engine up and down, as well as change the active trim profile, put it in throttle only, bunch of different configurations there. You have your trim tabs, regular USB-A outlets right here, and then you have access to your bow thrusters. So really easy to reach and control everything while still obviously having great visibility because it's an open boat. So right now the seat is kind of in a standing position, so the bolster is trimmed up, but you can also flip this down and be seated if you're going for a longer journey. Nice footrest, really ergonomic again, so my legs are perfect feeling. I feel like I could drive for hours sitting in this position. You also have this nice map pocket right down here, so you can fit small charts, you can fit a lot of different kind of magazines, anything like that right down there. If you'll notice, this boat also has a cuddy cabin here. So if you slide this open, you have great access right down here into this little cuddy. Great sleeping space for 2 people. You have little pockets on either side for storing small gadgets and gadgets. You have sink, but you also have your head right under here. So if anyone needs to use the restroom while you're on board, you just send them right down here, slide that door shut, and then easy access to the head. It's electric freshwater flush, and both those buttons are right off to the side, so really easy. No one wants to use a head on a boat, but life is a lot better when you can. Nice amount of light, so you have non-opening portholes here, but then you also do have an opening hatch just over your head if you're laying in bed and you want a little bit more ventilation. Why don't we move up to the bow? Another large bunny pad, easy for people to lay and relax while you're moving, because there's also handholds not only here right in the middle of the cushion but off to the side. And if you're relaxing like this, chances are you're going to have a beverage. You have 2 nice big American sized cup holders up here as well for that. This boat is equipped with an electric windlass as well. That's right here. Switch to go up and down is right off to the side, or you can use the windlass remote. Really easy to anchor when you have the windlass option. I always recommend it just because nice to not have to manually pay out or pull back in anchor. And when you're on a 25-foot boat like this that has all the other amenities, why not have a windlass? One thing I want to touch on, it's a soft top, really nice lightweight, so that's what helps keep all the center of gravity low. The other thing is when you're transporting the boat over the land, it's always recommended that you take this off, but really nice, stable soft top up here. And again, just helps keep the weight down low, and it makes it more fun of a boat to drive. So I think now we should go for a little cruise. All right, so now we're gonna take it basically from 0 to full speed, just so that everyone can feel, even through these cameras, what the acceleration's like, because it is quite impressive. So I'm just gonna go throttle down now. And it is so hard not to be smiling as you do that. We are right on the edge of the Gulf of Maine here, and we are cruising along at 42 knots, getting 2 miles per gallon. I'm gonna trim the engines a little bit, just to pop a little bit more up. But I am forever impressed with this boat. We'll do a couple high-speed turns here, just so you can see how well she stays locked in. So here, I'm still doing 35 knots, and I'm just gonna rip her hard to port. Oh. Oh, just unbelievable. Now I'm gonna go hard to starboard, right over my wake, and you can tell, I mean, barely even a skip over that wake. I love this thing. Tight turns at high speeds. It is like I'm driving a performance vehicle right now. So as we're still moving, I'd love to talk about exactly who I think this boat would be perfect for. I mean, right now, it's probably 50, 55 degrees here in Maine, a little blustery, so it's not ideal conditions, but I'm still so comfortable. I have the windscreen tilted up, so I'm getting very little windage directly in my face. So this is if you want to cruise out to an island comfortably, if you want to go anywhere and anchor and just spend a night or two hanging out on the boat, no frills, but still having all of the creature comforts. You could easily mount a magma grill anywhere on this boat. So you'd still have the cooking accommodations, you have sink, you have refrigerator. So just such a fun cruising boat for anyone who wants to go from point A to point B quickly, comfortably, and not sacrifice all of the beauty of what the outdoors has to offer. So I hope you enjoyed that video of the Axopar 25 as much as I enjoyed making it. I mean, it is just such a fun boat. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. All of my contact information will be listed in the description below, as well as a link to this specific boat, which is for sale. I'm Ben Scheffer with East Coast Yacht Sales. Thank you so much for watching.